Guys, I think I've secretly found the most underrated gun, the best gun in CoD Mobile. Bro, look at this. Yo, hit marker after hit marker. I'm just kidding, guys. Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Trident here, back again with another CoD Mobile video. And in today's video, we'll be looking at the top 10 best guns in Season 5 of Ranked. Now, some quick disclaimers I wanted to make were I'm not going to be including any pay-to-win weapons like the KRM or the Razorback, and I'm not going to be including any snipers in this list because the DLQ has been consistently the best sniper in CoD Mobile and hasn't really changed. And also, this is my opinion, so if you disagree with anything, let me know in the comments. And one last thing, I worked really hard on this video, so if you could subscribe, that would be amazing, and enjoy the video. Honorable mention number 1 goes to the Chopper. Before this season, the best sought out and best LMG in the game was the RPD. Now, the RPD does have better damage and it's better at longer ranges, but in a meta where SMGs dominate the game, if you have a high fire rate LMG with a very fast time to kill at very close ranges, I think it's 242 milliseconds from 0 to 11 meters, you know, that's going to dominate. But at the end of the day, it is an LMG and you're not going to be running around with it too much in ranked. That's why it's here. The number 10 spot is a tie between the M4 and the ICR. What did they change about these guns in this new update? Well, they increased the fire rate of them, both of them, and they decreased the stability and accuracy of both guns. So they have basically the same recoil patterns, and the main difference between them is the M4 is better at closer ranges. So the damage is going to drop off to 19 damage per shot at around 36 meters, whereas the ICR will drop off to 19 damage around the 40 meter mark. So the time to kill for the ICR is going to be better at longer ranges, and the time to kill for the M4 is going to be better at closer ranges. So if you're having a hard time controlling recoil, use these two guns. The number 9 spot on our list goes to the notorious Pharaoh. Now, the Pharaoh has been nerfed since the last season, of course, for stability and damage to the limbs. It still has the fastest time to kill out of all the SMGs, 144 milliseconds time to kill from around 0 to 7 meters, and 216 milliseconds time to kill from around 7 to 10 meters. But you gotta remember, the time to kill is only counted by if you hit every single one of your shots. And with a stability nerf and with damage nerf to the limbs, you have to aim everything center mass. And while you may aim center mass every single time, you're not going to hit all your shots. With a high, very high vertical recoil and the stability nerf, you know, you're not going to be hitting all your shots, and it's going to take you a few bursts to get the kill. So the Pharaoh went from being only good at close range to worse, being only good at close range. Coming in at number 8, we have the BK-57. Now, they didn't buff it or nerf it this season. However, it doesn't have the best time to kill. It has a 273 milliseconds time to kill at closer ranges, between 0 and 15 meters, and then it drops off. But, you know, when we live in an SMG meta, you want to have an AR that's really good at close range. And the BK-57 is amazing at longer ranges. It actually got a buff for range last season. So, you know, it's not the best AR, but it is still really good. It's really consistent. Honorable mention number 2 goes to the AK-117. Yes, I know, I'm sorry guys, for the AK-117 lovers out there, I'm sorry, but there are so many better ARs this season. You know, the AK-117 used to be one of the best ARs in the game. It has low recoil, it's really good at longer ranges, but the damage per bullet and the time to kill at shorter ranges and at longer ranges sucks. I have to say, I'm sorry. You know, it's 313 milliseconds time to kill from 0 to 25 meters, and then 392 milliseconds from 25 meters on, which sucks. I'm sorry to say. I really wish I could rank the AK-117 higher, because it is really reliable and it's really fun to use, but at the end of the day, there are way better assault rifles that you can use in ranked. The number 7 spot is a tie between the KN-44 and the LK-24. Both guns are very similar. They both have, from around 0 to 20 meters, they have a time to kill of around 287 milliseconds. From around 20 to 40 meters, they have a time to kill of about 382 milliseconds, and then from 40 meters onwards, they have a time to kill of around 478, which is very similar. Same thing with the damage. They're very similar across both guns, but the only defining factor between the two of them is their recoil patterns. So the LK24 will have higher recoil, vertical recoil, and the KN44 will have higher horizontal recoil, but they're very competent and versatile guns, so for that reason you'll see a lot of pro players using them. Number 6 on our list goes to the Man-O-War. I feel like the Man-O-War is so underrated this season, and I really wish I could give it a higher spot. The Man-O-War did receive a stability buff this season, so it's going to be easier to control that vertical and horizontal recoil that it has. And you know, the time to kill is amazing, and the damage, 34 damage per shot from 0 to 18 meters, which means you're going to be able to get a 3-shot kill from 0 to 18 meters. And it's just going to require one more bullet to get a kill from the 20 meters mark to the 45 meters mark, which is amazing. But at the end of the day, the reason why I didn't rank it so higher on this list is because it has a slow fire rate. So if you miss a few of your shots, you're in trouble. Plus, it doesn't have the best hip fire, so it's not going to do so well against SMGs. Number 5 on our list goes to the HBR A3. This is what everyone was hyped about for the release of Season 5 of Ranked. It's available as a rank reward for hitting Pro 2. And the time to kill is actually worse than the Man-O-War at short and long ranges. So it's only going to be better than the Man-O-War at mid ranges, which is around 13 meters to 35 meters. But with a very fast fire rate, if you miss a few shots, it's not going to be as devastating as the Man-O-War. Plus, the mobility with it is going to be easier for strafing. Number 4 on our list goes to the ASM-10. Now, the ASM-10 has not been buffed or nerfed since the buff it received in Season 4 of Ranked, or the nerf it received in Season 4 of Ranked. By the way, in this game I'm playing against D Hitman YT. I just killed him right there. But the ASM-10 is better than HBR in time to kill and damage-wise. It's a 3-shot to kill from 0 to 20 meters, which is insane. And the hip fire with it is amazing at close range. I mean, I ran out of bullets here, but you know, it's so versatile. You know, even though the fire rate on it is slow, the damage and the time to kill make up for it tenfold. So, you know, that's why it's going to be amazing in Ranked, because it's the recoil on it is also very easy to control. Honorable mention number 3 goes to the BY-15. Now, the only reason why I didn't put it in the top 10 is because not everyone's good with shotguns. But this could easily be at number 1 or number 2. I've actually only used this in Ranked this far, and the BY-15, it has the least spread of all the pump action shotguns, or the one-shot potential shotguns, and it has the fastest fire rate of them too, so it's going to be easiest. If you miss a shot, no worries. Number 3 on our list goes to the RUS-79U. The RUS has an amazing fire rate, and the damage is really decent as well, actually above average. But the only drawback of it is it has a lot of horizontal recoil. So, you know, there are better guns that came out within the past season which outclass this gun a lot. But, you know, it still is very easy to use. One of the best SMGs in the game. It's number 3. Come on, we can't undermine it. But, you know, it's so good. It's such an amazing SMG.
Bruh.
NANI?!
Coming in at number 2, we have the QQ9, or the MP5. With a fire rate of 832 rounds per minute and a time to kill in short range of 4 bullets per kill, the QQ9 is the ultimate SMG for close range. You know, the Pharaoh, which was only really, you can only use it at very, very close ranges, has a time to kill of 144 milliseconds, while the QQ9 has a time to kill of 216 milliseconds. And, you know, the QQ9 is way more versatile. You know, it drops off at range, of course, sure, but it has vertical recoil, only vertical. It's like, it's so easy to control. You know, vertical recoil is easy to control. The best gun of Season 5 of Ranked is the Cordite. Now, while I would love to put the QQ9 in this spot, I must say that the recoil of the Cordite is much easier to control than the QQ9. Also, with the Cordite, you don't get less damage when you shoot for the legs, whereas if you do that with the QQ9, you get less damage in the legs. So that means a slower time to kill than expected. Also, the Cordite has amazing hipfire abilities. From basically 0 to 10 meters, you don't even have to ADS, which will save you 250 milliseconds of your time. And keep in mind, from 0 to 7 meters with the Cordite, the time to kill is 300 milliseconds. So you can basically cheat the system by not ADSing with the Cordite because the spread is so narrow. It's so good. Hey everyone, you made it to the end of the video. I hope you did enjoy. I try to make as accurate of a list as possible, but again, this is my opinion, so if you disagree with anything, please feel free to let me know in the comments how you would rank them. I didn't include the PDW, the AK-47, the Arctic 50 in this list because I don't think they're in the top 10. Maybe in the top 15 it would be much easier to make a top 15 list. But, you know, according to the title, I have to make a top 10 list. But again, I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're new, if you like quality CoD Mobile content, because I have a lot more coming. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.